Hello everybody. Today we are going to solve Leetcode question 1415. Get lexicographical string of all happy strings of length n. So a happy string is a string that consists of characters A, B, and C, and there are no duplicates in that string, which means that character at index I is not equal to the character at index I plus 1. Okay, so we are given some examples, and we are told to we are given two parameters n and k. We have to generate all the happy strings of length n and return the kth lexicographical smaller string. Okay, so let's look at some examples. So we are given n equals 1 and k equals 3. Okay, so n equals 1 means string is of length 1. So the lexicographical strings in this order will be A, B, and C, and we have to return the kth one. So this is one indexed. So we have to return the k minus first index in this array. Okay, k minus first index will be C. This is what we have to return, and which is the answer. Let's look at some other test cases. N is 1, k is 4, n is 3, k is 9. N is 1, k is 4. So we already know the happy strings of length 1 are A, B, and C, and k equals 4, which means you have to return k minus first element, but because there are only 3 elements, right, the third element is not present, so k is more than the length of happy strings of length n, so we have to return an empty string in that case. Okay, now let's consider the third one. For n equals to 3 and k equals to 9, these are the valid happy strings of length n, and these are sorted in the lexicographical order for each starting character A, B, and C. Okay, so for k equals 9, we have to return the 8th happy character. That will be 8th happy string. So that will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have to return CAB. And this is the 8th happy string of length 3 in the lexicographical sorted order. Okay, so let's think of an approach to solve this. So the simplest approach that we can think of is using backtracking, right? So we can have let's consider the same case. Let's have n equals 3 and k equals 9. So we can have an empty string initially, and for each character A, B, and C, we can choose and place any one of them into this string, right? But we have to just make sure that the character we are choosing is not equal to the previous character that we have placed. And once we have reached the string of length n, we can add it to an array, right? And once the whole array is filled, we can sort it and then return the kth element from that list of elements, right? Let's implement this. Okay. So we need an array to store the results, right? And then we'll have a recursive function. Let's call it backtrack, which takes in which takes in n, and then which takes in the result, and which takes in a temporary string, right? Once this has filled all the values inside result, if the length of result is if the value of k is greater than the length of result, then we know that there are only k minus 1. There are only length of result strings, right, inside the happy strings. So k will never be possible. So we just return an empty string in this case. Otherwise, we have to sort this array, and after sorting, we have to return the k minus first element out of these elements. Okay, now implementing the backtrack function, self and result, then the current string. Okay, so if ever the length of current string reaches n, then we can add it to our result array, and then we can return from here just the base case, and then for each character in A, B, C, we have to choose. We can choose any one character from these. So before choosing, we just have to make sure that it is not equal to the previous character if it was ever placed inside this, right? So if the length of current is greater than 0 and current at -1 is equal to character, then continue, because we do not want to have duplicates. Otherwise, we just call the backtrack function and add this character, right? So we pass in n, we pass in the result, and we just add this character to the current string. The backtracking function, and this is the main function. Call the backtrack, call the recursive function. We pass in an empty string. This generates all the array of length n. It generates. We just make sure that value of k lies between this, and then we just sort and return. Okay, looks good. Let's test the test cases. Test cases look fine. Submit. Okay, great. Thank you.